Hey, you want to try and take spin art to the next level? Check this out. So what I have here, I cut out, made some templates with contact paper of some koi fish. And so I penciled them in here. Not that I need to see the pencil marks. I only need to see the pencil marks so that I make sure that I cover those areas in black and white gesso. We will cover it in this. And then when it dries, we will put the template back over it and then throw it onto the spin art machine. Now we're going to wait for this to dry, and then we'll put the contact paper koi fish on it, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Stick around. All right, the gesso has dried. I'm now ready to put our koi fish contact paper templates onto the canvas. Little life hack here. I don't know, maybe this is in your skill set, but it is not in mine. Getting contact paper apart is almost impossible. So what I have done is you put a little bit of tape on both sides, and then you pull it apart, and the contact paper comes right up. So here is the one. I'm gonna put it right about here. Okay, it's got gesso covering all of that in white, and then we come over here and pull this apart. And we want to put this down. I want to have the edge of the fin just touching the outside of the canvas. Okay. Okay, and make sure that it is securely put on there. And then after, here's my tab to help lift this up off the canvas. So now that we have our koi fish attached to the canvas, we are ready to take it out to the spin art table and give it a whirl. Okay, here we are in the backyard. I had noticed the adhesion to the canvas wasn't quite as tight as I thought it would be. Maybe that's due to the gesso, I'm not sure. So obviously the concern is paint, which is going to spread out from the center, slides under the contact paper. If that happens, it shouldn't be that difficult to try and fix, I don't think. Famous last words. But let's see how this goes. At this point, I'm using a lot of Nick Pro's pre-mixed metallic paints. And then I also have some leftover Amsterdam Loft from yesterday. Pour. So we'll just kind of get our colors spread around, make sure that we have enough. Make sure that we get it out to the sides. Certainly need it enough in the center. And then we'll spin it. And after we're done spinning it, we'll see if there's any more areas that need coverage. And if so, we will apply some coverage. I like getting in. I mean, I like the bright bold colors, as you can see, but I also like some earthy neutral tones, which you're getting from the gold, which you're getting from the silver. Here's some of the colors from last night's pour. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work with a yin and yang concept, which is typically black and white, which is why I did the fish black and white. But we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to see what happens. And then I always like a little bit of black in these. It just kind of helps the other colors pop. Not too much, just a little bit here and there. We will turn the power to on, and we will start spinning. Okay, we kept the speed relatively slow this time. Now let's take a look and see how this turned out. Oh, that's beautiful. I've got tape right here. I've got tape right here. I am in fact going to let this paint dry a little bit before I pull it off to see what happened underneath. But as far as a work of spin art goes, that's gorgeous. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and we will let this dry a little bit, and then we will come take off the tape and see how it turned out. Okay, this has been drying outside for a couple of hours. It's 86 degrees out there, so there are parts of it that are certainly dry to the touch, but it has not cured. And so I am hoping this is the right time to try and take off the stencil and see what we have. Okay, this is our blackfish. Okay, you can see a couple of places paint definitely ran, but that is a pretty easy touch-up. A little bit of black paint. I've got the lines spelled out for me. And let's see how our white fish fared. Okay, you can see how easy that pulled off. So clearly the contact paper did not stick as well as it has to other mediums. So gesso is what we were trying to get it to stick to. I am now going to let it actually dry for another day or so, and then I will come back in, and black and white, easy enough to do touch-ups and see if we can get this to look exactly how we want it to. All right, so here's the finished product. I did use some Amsterdam titanium white and Amsterdam oxide black to go over the koi fish. They're both opaque, so they both did a good job of covering the little parts of the runoff spin art paint that needed covering. Let me bring it in for a close-up. I did apply a few coats of varnish after, just to make it look pretty. Let me know what you think. If you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It would help me out tremendously. Love you guys. Thank you for stopping by and watching, and we'll see you on the next video.